Tell me, is it whack up in the air? Rapping scattered off the gear. I can map him, get it, yeah. It's like a tracker, get distracted, send him back like in the mail. Not a fraction of them real. Catch him lacking, run the drill. Running through the shit like a motherfucking age.
Welcome back to the channel. On this episode, we're finally starting to work on the R32. I've been waiting for this for a long time and it's finally come. So if you haven't seen the previous video, basically I was just talking about what I'm gonna do to this car, and now I'm bloody starting on the thing. So the first thing today, I'm just gonna start stripping everything out that I don't need, like the stock wiring harness, all this stock stuff that's just cruddy and yuck, like all the power steering and air conditioning and brake lines and all the steel lines and stuff that are going to go. It's going to change to braided, but yeah, and then tidy it all up, see how far I get with that, because that's probably going to take a while and it's going to make a mess. There's going to be stuff everywhere. I'm going to drop everything out that I don't need and then go from there. Also, just a quick shout out to all the new guys. Thanks for joining the channel. I appreciate the support, all the DMs and comments. Really much appreciated, and yeah, welcome to the group. Hopefully you enjoy the content. I'll be pumping out as many videos as I can on this build and about my other cars, track events and whatnot, so there's plenty to watch. And yeah, about 4 videos a week at the moment, so enjoy that and enjoy this new 50 frames per second. That looks sick. I'm loving it. Alright, let's get stuck into it. So yeah, this is just absolutely disgusting. Pretty much what it always looks like when you pull an engine out in a hurry. You have shit everywhere. I think I'm going to start with the wiring harness, because I'm going to redo all the wiring and have like a Haltech custom harness and wire it all nice and neat and get rid of all this crap and have like a nice wire tucked harness, which will be really, really neat compared to the stock stuff, because it's just everywhere. So also going to relocate the battery to the boot. So all this stuff here is not going to be needed anyway. I'm going to start with the harness. Let's get it out. Yeah, it pretty much always happens. I was just doing dumb shit, like trying to pull a cable off when I should have just cut it. But I was trying to save it for some reason. Got my knuckles as well. Yeah, that's gonna hurt like a bitch. Probably tomorrow. Right now it's probably not gonna hurt, but I'm gonna go wash it off. So yeah, what Dad always used to say is, at least now I've got something to look forward to. Getting better. Not funny. If you're like me and you don't have any band-aids in your whole bloody shed, what you can do is just wash off all the blood and then grab a bit of rag or a piece of paper or something. You whack that on, a bit of electrical tape, mate, better than a band-aid, I tell ya. Perfect. Anyway, continuing on, I've stripped off a heap of stuff here on the front. It's looking pretty naked. While I was going, I was just thinking about what I'm going to need and what I'm not going to need. And this whole front end is going to be a tube front. So, not going to need pretty much the whole front end. It's all going to get redone at some stage. So, I just started stripping everything off it. The wiring's pretty much disconnected. I've just got to take it through this guard. The wiring actually runs up underneath here and then through into the driver's footwell where all the other fuse boxes are. So I just got to take this guard off, but I got to roll it forward because I can't get in there. The door doesn't open all the way. And yeah, so starting to build up a few parts in my tubs here. That's what you always want to do as well. If you're doing something like this, you want to have somewhere to put all the shit. Otherwise you're going to end up with a massive mess. But yeah, before I was just over here and I was pulling on some random hose, and then I pulled and I just scraped my hand all on there and cut it on there. So don't do that, just cut it off. I'm trying to like preserve the stock shit. I don't know why though, because I'm just gonna like, I don't know, either sell it or bin it, you know. I don't know why I'm trying so hard to keep it, even though it's just random little zip ties and shit. I should just start cutting everything. But I don't know, it's kind of sad doing this to a car, because it still could have been registered, but I'm just hacking it up and making it a track car. So, which took a lot of time to think about whether I was going to register this or not, but it's just too expensive. I've already got 2 regos, the Work Ute and the 180. So another one wasn't on the cards, so this is a track only. But yeah, it took a while to think about it because yeah, it's a nice, a 32 on the road is a nice car and they're getting rarer and rarer. But yeah, it had to be done. This one has a heap of rust in it anyway, so it wouldn't be that great. It would take a lot to get it like perfect. When you're doing like a track hack like this, you can just cut out the rust. And you can do a lot more things and not worry about the police saying, hey, that's illegal or some shit like that. So the only thing you have to comply to is the rules at the track, and that's pretty basic, like making sure you got your battery tied down, the freaking lights work, and just basic, very basic. So yeah, I like that. I'll continue on this tomorrow. I've got an appointment to go to, so I'll be back and let's do it now. Alright, so it's the next day and I'm just on my way down to the shed and we got the new pool lady in here. She's doing a marvelous job. Look at this. This was full of leaves just before.
I'm doing a marvelous job.
Marvelous. I haven't said that in a long time. Good job, babe.
Thanks.
Almost ready for summer, eh? Can't wait to swim in this pool. It'll be so good. But anyway, let's go to the shed. Alright, just made it back down to the shed. And yes, I had a shave last night so I don't look so homeless now, which is nice. And yeah, gonna get stuck back into this. I'm gonna take it off the hoist and roll it forward a little bit so I can get the doors open and then start pulling things through that need to be pulled through. Take these quarter panels off and yeah, gonna make some good progress today. Some shit news. I just went to buy a ticket for the morning session. That's next week. And it's sold out. So sucks for me, good for those guys. But all the events up here in Queensland are just going nuts. Like there's heaps of events on, but they're all selling out, which is really good for the sport. But like it's hard to get in. I was waiting to see if the car was going to survive for Friday Night Drift, and it did survive. And then I went to buy a ticket, sold out, mate. So I'm on the wait list, but probably won't make it out this week. But there's going to be a Friday Night Drift on in a couple of weeks. I do have a new radiator that might be coming for this secondhand with some fans that I'm going to try because it's overheating at Archerfield. Once I can get it to cool better, I'll be definitely keen to go to Archerfield because then I can just keep going round and round and not worry about that. So there's that as well. But anyway, for today, let's get into 32. So I've taken the car far enough forward so that I can get past this hoist and open the door up. So I can get to this one bolt in here. And now hopefully this should all just come off. There's another bolt. There's one more. Alright, so now it should come out. R32 front quarter panel. So this is that harness I was talking about before. runs up underneath here and then goes through into the front there. So I'll remove all that now, and that'll be the wiring out of the engine bay Gornskis. Alright, getting the harness out through this little hole down here is really fun, but to make it easier, I'm just going to take the seats out, and then I'll have heaps of space in here. Not going to keep these seats. I'm not sure if they're like the stock R32 seats or not, but they're pretty, like, they got a pretty good bucket sort of design to them, which is cool. And then I just noticed this has actually got harnesses, like a seatbelt style harness. How good is that? That's cool. I can sell those. That's another cool thing about this car, like finding parts on here that I can just resell. Like some random braided line down there, the ECU, probably sell that. Mate. Oh, look at that. We sell the fuses. Definitely get some good coin for those. Oh, a test light. How good's that? Bloody spark plug socket. There's some random shit in this car, but anyway. Wow. Wow. Look how good these brackets are. What the fuck is that? Holy shit. Someone's like... Yeah, these seats are definitely not out of this car. Someone's made like just a piece of metal and just... Oh, that... Wait till I get that out. That's gonna look so bad. Fuck. Yo. Check out the brackets on this bloody seat. What are those? Holy shit, that's so good. Actually works well though. Like, that's pretty safe, mate. Pretty good idea. Just like the weakest point's that. That'll just snap straight off that. Yeah. Don't think these seats are out of this car. Definitely out of a different car. Look how much room it gives you. So good. How cool is this? I just noticed it even says Skyline on the bloody, the door sill, or whatever you call it. That's freaking sick.